But first, we have another big game to get to. It was an SEC East showdown in Nashville this afternoon, with Vanderbilt playing host to the 5th-ranked Georgia Bulldogs. Sports Director Paul Shaheen made the trip over to Music City this morning. Joins us now live from Vanderbilt Stadium with more on the game. Paul, I have one question. Is Georgia the real deal, or is Georgia the real deal?
That's a very good question, Jill. I can tell you what, if the O-line keeps playing like they did today against Vanderbilt, dare I say it, they're a threat to dethrone Alabama. Don't tell Kirby Smart I said that. I'll tell you what, though. All week, this is how comical it was. All week, the storylines, the headlines were, who does Georgia start at quarterback, Jake Fromm or Jacob Eason? So what does Georgia come out and do? They come out, their opening drive, they don't use a quarterback. They run the ball at will, running straight ahead for 83 yards, a 7-play drive. Today, it's safe to say it, and Nick Chubb agreed, Georgia broke Vanderbilt's spirit, just running at will, led by that O-line that just keeps getting stronger. 3 straight blowout wins. 45-14 was your final score. Georgia and that O-line, as they keep praising it. Opening Georgia drive, not one pass, no need to, 7 plays, all rushing, 83 yards with a 33-yard, you can't stop it, Nick Chubb touchdown, 7-0. Early second quarter, quarterback Jake Fromm dips into his bag of never-ending stud running backs. It's DeAndre Swift out of the flats, just crossing the pylon, 5-yard touchdown pass, making 14-0. Late second quarter, Georgia marching again. Fromm pulls the handoff, fooling Vanderbilt and our camera. Fromm picks up the first down. He's out at about the 17. A few plays later, just watch Georgia's O-line eat. Look at the hole for Chubb, parting it like a cannonball through a pool of jello. Chubb's second touchdown, 21-0. Under a minute to the half, Vanderbilt puts together a scoring drive. Ralph Webb from 1 yard out. That's the first touchdown Georgia's given up in 9 quarters of play. 21-7 at the break. Second half action, much of the same. The Georgia O-line keeps on eating, and the backs keep on running. Sody Michel rips off a 50-yard score, 35-7 at that point. How about another? This time it's Elijah Holyfield up the gut, his first touchdown as a Georgia Bulldog, the 4th different running back to score on Saturday for Georgia. The Bulldogs by a lot. 45-14 your final score. Head coach Kirby Smart says the game ball belongs to the O-line.
They play physical, they play tough. You know, they overpowered what I think is a good defensive front.
What kind of tone does that first drive set? 7 plays, all rushing, 83 yards.
Yeah, that's crucial to come out here and get a first drive going. I know being the other team, it kind of like makes you have to really pay attention and work harder, and it kind of breaks you. So that's what we did, and we're proud of it.
I think that's the mentality of this team. It's really not a scoreboard deal. It's like we really just want to see if we can make the other team quit.
Now, of course, we all know by now Nick Chubb could have went pro last season, chose to come back. He said today that these are the games why he chose to come back. He had 138 yards today. That puts him over 4,000 total yards from scrimmage as a running back. Only 7 other SEC running backs have done that. Jacob Eason played only the 2 final drives of the game at quarterback. Kirby Smart will not name a starter leading up to next weekend's showdown with Missouri in Athens. Live at Vanderbilt Stadium, I'm Paul Shaheen, Channel 3 Eyewitness Sports.